Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kai and I make art videos, and this is gonna be like a 2021 wrap-up video. I am going to be going through every single piece of art that I've made for this entire year. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but I have this thing where I always feel like I'm not doing enough. I'm not making enough art. So I kind of wanted to put everything in one video to see if there's any truth behind that thought or if I'm just being crazy. As you can probably see from the time, this one is going to be pretty lengthy because I'm going to be talking about each of the, well, not every single artwork, but I'm going to be talking in this way. Alright, so this year I did digital art as well as traditional art, so I'm not really good at sketching digitally. I would do a sketch in one of my books and then transfer the sketch and finish it digitally. So wherever that happened, I'm just going to put up the digital version. It's going to be somewhat chronological, but not entirely, because I tend to keep multiple sketchbooks all at once. Alright, so we have to start with this one. We're going to start with this one because this is the one that I started the year with. So this is the Crescent Render Noah Show Through sketchbook, and I was really excited about getting this sketchbook because, you know, everybody that I watch says that it's perfect for markers because it doesn't show through on the other side. And since I primarily consider myself a marker artist, I was really excited to get this sketchbook, and I was super disappointed when I finally used it. To be fair, it did exactly what it said it was going to do. It did not show through to the other side, but the problem I had with it is that markers don't work well on it. So the markers kind of just sit on the top of the paper. So when you're trying to blend, instead of blending, it kind of just pushes the ink around and it created a hot mess. It never looks dry, like it still looks wet, and it's been like a year. It didn't matter how long I waited after putting down my line art, it would still bleed. Like, even though I've used the same line art in different sketchbooks and never have any bleeding or smudging. But anyways, like, this is how excited I was. I said it's Kai's marker sketchbook. Started the 1st of January, and I had all these goals that I was gonna do in the sketchbook. As you can see, there's no date ended because I still haven't finished it. I was really disappointed with it, and I didn't give up. So I usually take like 1 to 3 months to finish a sketchbook, but I was struggling to finish this one because, I don't know, I was just thrown off by the way it handled the markers. Eventually I gave up trying to use it like that and dedicated it to being a paint marker sketchbook because it handles paint markers really well, and it also does an okay job with water-based markers. Oh, also the cover, should probably mention this, it's a gold pen, but you got this on the side to help encourage me to fill it. Didn't work. And the stickers are, well, it's Princess Mononoke. It was gifted to me. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine, and this is mine. Alright, so let's get into the sketchbook. So I tried to do a welcome page. I've never done a welcome page, but I was so excited about this book that I wanted to do a welcome page. And then I was like, okay, this is weird. Keep going. Did this, and like this is what I was talking about. Look at the skin. It's so blotchy and streaky, and it just doesn't work because I wasn't able to blend. Like, the ink was just being pushed around, and it was a hot mess. But some parts it absorbed the ink, but I still wasn't able to blend. I was like, okay, maybe I just need to get the hang of it, or maybe it's just that this is the end page or something. So I kept going. I even tried layering colored pencils on top. As you can see, I kind of gave up because look how blotchy and streaky that is. It's horrible. So this is where I decided to try my paint pens that I had, and it worked really well. This is all the paint pen I had at the time. So once I saw that they worked well on this paper, I decided to order some. I live in the Caribbean, so ordering things, it takes a couple months before I can get it. So this was my test of water-based markers. As you can see, it works fine. You know, just like random scribbles. That's my daughter. She likes collaborating with me. So for this, I was following a Mira Byler's How to Fill Your Sketchbook video, where she'll like just draw monsters. And I decided to draw the icons from Murder Trivia Party because I love that game. These were done with water-based markers, and it's still streaky, still a little bit blotchy. There's still smudging of fine liners, but they behave a lot better than the alcohol markers. So I wouldn't like go this excessive on coloring like I did here, but this was just a test to see how far I could go with the water-based markers. So this is where I started doing sketches for February, which is where I draw a fairy every day in February. I don't remember the numbering. This is 5, 4, 3, no idea. I don't think I finished these two digitally, but I'm going to put these 3 up over here. I really liked this one. Still one of my favorites. Oh, the prompts. I think this prompt was worm, mask, and drink. And then sword. I can't remember what this one is. Cosplay maybe. Then we have this one. So this one is water. Put it here. Queen. I'll put it here. So, and then friend. As you can see, I came back in and did like a little bit of coloring with some markers. I don't know why, I just refused to give up, I guess. And then this one I came back in and tried to use the paint pens. Not really good at making paint pen mark art, but I'm trying. This one was escape. And then this one was wolf. And horns. I like this one. I've been meaning to turn it into a sticker. Oh, and this was me coming up with palettes. Creating different limited palettes using the paint markers that I had. And then this was adventure. I came back in afterwards, like months afterwards, and did this in paint pen. And then this is just paint pen. I'm pretty sure this is covering up something. I have no idea what now. Alright, so this one was Candy, and I did Frenchie from the musical Grease, one with John Travolta. This one was Clean, and then Owl. And then I came back in, like I said, and just picked limited colors and just did this and did this little froggy because there was extra space. So I think this is where I stopped doing the fairy prompts. But there's a couple that I covered as sketches, so I'm going to put those up now. I don't think I did a digital version of this one, but this is cute. I think this is the last one that I did. Alright, so this was a submission to an art contest that Slew was having, and you had to create a character and have a nice backstory, and I created this character. I think I named her Sabine, and she's like the daughter of Karen and like a wood nymph thing. I don't remember. I have a video on this where I talked about the story. So this was the original sketch, and I redid it like on a loose leaf paper. So this is the one that I did for the video, and I just came back in afterwards and colored this with water-based markers. I just wanted to give her a different color scheme. And this one was a collaboration with Weblight Dreams, where we challenged each other to do ourselves as like a Greek god or goddess. So this was the sketch, which I transferred and did on a loose paper. That's up on my wall. And then I came back afterwards and did it with paint pens. Then this is another sketch. This is not a part of February. It's just a character that I have that I redraw sometimes, and this is one of those ones that I did digitally. I still haven't finished the digital art for this one, and I came back in with the Posca. So this was the first version of her, and I have another version. I think this is the third time trying to draw it. Alright, so this one, I have a Facebook group with some people local to my country, and we do weekly challenges, and we were doing a tarot card. We had to design a tarot card, and I was randomly given the sun. So this was a sketch. Didn't end up going with it. I think the legs aren't long enough. I ended up using this sketch instead, so put it here. And then again, some Posca practice. This was from the Instagram channel Still Life Still Here channel, the Instagram page. Practicing some hands. So I was in talks with the government of my country to do a mural in Orange Walk. So this was me brainstorming mural ideas. It didn't end up working out for a lot of different reasons. Here I have a digital drawing of this one. Came back, did this with Posca. I like this version more, I think. And then this was another card challenge, but it was a playing card, and I was given the Queen of Spades. And so this is me practicing portraits. I did these two digitally. I used them as 1 hour practice. So I did them like a painterly style. And then I came in and did this with the paint pen, and it kind of like just splashed out and leaked. More portrait practices, more portrait practice. I really like this one. I don't know why, I just really like it. And then this is another weekly challenge from the group. So we were going environmental that month, and we're supposed to come up with art that depicts the effects of garbage or trash pollution on the environment. So these were two different concepts that I came up with. And then this, I was watching Firefly Lane on Netflix with Katherine Heigl. So I was just watching TV while doing some doodling, and like I don't even know what this is. There's like a body there. This is based off like the younger one, like when they had the Farrah Fawcett here. Like it's just very random. And I write, "You are a bright light, don't forget to shine," which I think is what Tilly's mother told her. I really like this though. I'm gonna fix this up and turn it into a sticker. And I was still watching Firefly Lane and just doing some random sketches to keep my hand busy. I like this one. Person looks exhausted, and I relate to that. Some gesture drawings. So still continue watching Firefly Lane. Drew this based on the younger version of the character, but not exactly her. It was just inspired. And this, no idea what I was doing, but I like it. More portrait practices. So this is where Mermaid starts. So I used on Pinterest, there's some posts. I'm not sure who the artist is, but on the post, like there's signature that says Courtney's Concepts. So I just wrote it there to make it clear that that's where I got it from. So that's where I got most of them from Courtney. I'm going to try and remember which one is which and put them up on screen. So this was a commission that I had. I transferred it on paper and I did it with marker. Obviously the person who commissioned me has it now. I also did a digital version. And then this was Cauldron. This was Pirate. I think this was actually day one. I think this was Gold. Like, here I say, I don't even know what that is. Oh, it says rotate. Add chest of gold plus mountain of. This one I did watermelon and key. This one I think I did floral. And then this was a weekly challenge from the group. So we had 3 words that we had to combine. It was ancient, ethereal, and armor. This is what I came up with. This one was witch. And I think this was May the 4th be with you. And I just kind of referenced a screensaver wallpaper thing that I found. Wasn't able to find the name of the artist. This one was Bottle. And then this is another weekly challenge where we were to find old vintage hats and either recreate them or just draw them over, like do whatever we want with them. And I really loved this hat because I just thought it was so funny. It's like, "Don't worry darling, you didn't burn the beer." And I used water-based markers to color this in. So I think this one was Galaxy. Obviously I came back in afterwards and did the paint pens. And then this one was Poisonous. So she has a bottle of poison around her neck, but it's really small and inconspicuous because, you know, like her beauty is drawing you in, and then she'll poison you. I think this one was Twin Tail. And then there was a challenge on Instagram that I was thinking about doing, so I just did this to get an idea, but I didn't end up doing the challenge. This was Hades The prompt for this was Hades. I just drew iced coffee because I love iced coffee. I think this one was like stuffed animal and cow and lava. There was something here that I covered up and did some cloud studies from Pinterest. And then this one was I think it's ancient. The prompt was ancient. So I did Santanico Pandemonium from Dust Till Dawn. You know, she is pretty ancient. Ancient Aztec, I think. This one was Goddess cell phone or smartphone. And I think this one was like Shipwreck. Before I forget, realism, stylized, anime, cartoon. So these are like 4 different art styles that I want to cultivate. I can't commit to one art style, it's not my nature. But I figured maybe I could like work on, not perfecting, what's the word, work on improving these 4 different styles. I tend to just draw and that's it, like just draw a face. So I want to start adding more items, more elements. So here I wrote some ideas that could be good additions. So I have flowers, crystal, bones, mushrooms, plants, shells, corals, marine life, question mark. So the prompt for this one was dragon. I think this one was melody. It would make sense if this was melody. And then this one was gem. And then this is another Mira Baller, how to fill your sketchbook. Alright, this one, I think this one was koi. The prompt for this was koi. And this was citrus, dino, and quest. So I just like made it look like he's reading a map, he has a satchel, he's going on a quest. So this year I produced a class that I uploaded on Skillshare about markers, alcohol marker basics. So this is the artwork that I created to demonstrate the different coloring methods. And then this was just, I just did like different versions and picked the one that I thought was the best. Ended up going with this one. Alright, so I have no idea where the finished demonstration pieces are, but I have pictures, so I'll just put it up here. So afterwards I came back to this one and this turned out to be my Pride Month artwork. And then this was a friend just wanted me to do a quick little, I don't know if it's a comic or something, but she just wanted to post for her Instagram account because she makes cloth diapers, reusable cloth diapers. So she just wanted something, so it's like the little girl hiding behind a sofa thinking about pooping and the mom is like, oh, come on, I just changed you. Alright, so now we're back on weekly challenges from the group. Because when we're doing like Mermaid or February or Inktober, we pause the weekly challenges. So this month, I think this was June or July, but we were doing Harry Potter theme the whole month. So the first week was a villain as a Hufflepuff student character or whatever. So I did Scar, like a human Scar, Hufflepuff. And then it's your favorite character as a Ravenclaw. So I did Megara from Hercules. And then I was also watching Harry Potter. I was binging all the movies with my son. So I just did these sketches while I was watching the movie. At this point I realized that I can't draw snakes. And I am a Slytherin who can't draw snakes. Feels like an abomination. So I practiced some snake drawings. It did not work out. I ended up turning this page into stickers. So I also did like a Harry sticker as well. Just an egg. More Still Here, Still Life. More paint pen. Just fruits. And then I have all these blank pages. Because whenever I feel like doing something with paint pens, I grab this sketchbook. So the next sketchbook would be this one, which is a handmade sketchbook that I made with Pecan mixed media paper, and I decorated the cover with stickers. So this is just like a kid's dinosaur sticker. These are from Laputa, Castle in the Sky. And then This came with my headphones. This you would have seen a little while ago. Santanica. This I did this drawing years ago, but I finally turned it into a sticker this year. The Harry Potter sticker, the Slytherin badge, me. Some more stickers that I did, and then Sailor Moon, Neighbor Totoro. This is from a company that does Salt Life tours. So I went swimming with sharks a couple times this year, and they give you a sticker when you go with them. And this is a friend, her artwork. It was so cute. Just like did on a book. So I started this on the 18th of June, finished it the 15th of October. So June, July, August, September, October. So 4 months. So by October, it would be overlapping with Inktober. So this is basically where the overlap starts. So this was my first page, and it just was not coming out how I wanted it to come out. And instead of covering it up or erasing it, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna just leave it like that. Let the first page be an ugly page, because then it takes the pressure off the rest of the book. Because it's like, you know what, you have permission to mess up now. So this is continuing the Harry Potter month. So it was June, and the third week was yourself as a Slytherin. Obviously, I picked that because I'm a Slytherin. So I did this drawing, and I liked the way it came out, but it didn't really look like me. So I did another one, which looks exactly like me. And then this, you can't really see it good, but it's just working on the 4 different styles that I want. So it's like this was supposed to be realistic, I think anime, stylized, and cartoon. And then this was a blob challenge. I like doing these in my sketchbooks. So after I did the Harry Potter stickers, some people asked for Harry Potter stickers, but you know, they're not in Slytherin house, so they wanted their own badge. So this was practice for the Hufflepuff badge, the Gryffindor badge, and the Ravenclaw badge. Oh, this was a Toon Me Luca challenge. So I did this one in the style of Luca, me in that style, and then I did it again in my style, but still Toon Me Luca challenge. Another prompt, weekly prompt from the group. It's this month, I think it was July, we were doing our zodiacs. I only did 2 weeks this month. I think this was the Chinese zodiac. So I think my Chinese zodiac is a monkey. And then this one was my Egyptian zodiac, which was Geb. And so far, this is like my most favorite artwork that I've ever done. And like for once, I used other elements, so I didn't just do a face. I added some stuff. Obviously, I could use more practice with that, but I still like the way it came out. Oh, so this was me working on Loki stickers because I was watching Loki. I still haven't finished making all of them into stickers. So another weekly challenge. This time we were focusing on food. So it's your favorite breakfast. So my favorite breakfast is either an English breakfast or like a traditional Belizean breakfast, which is like fried jacks or tortilla, but I always go with fried jacks. So fried jacks, beans, eggs, cheese, bacon, maybe some stewed chicken, maybe. This was me trying to come up with like a little avatar, like a non-human avatar, and she just ends up looking like a really tired mom, which is exactly what I am, so I guess it works. So weekly challenge again. Favorite drink, pina colada. Favorite dessert, a chocolate cheesecake. This was just a kind of random drawing, so as you probably saw, I mostly only color skin color, but after doing this green, I wanted to try and recreate this with a different color, so I did this, and it's all purple. And I have a video that I recently posted with this one, so I will link that. This, I used a picture of a friend to do this. I was trying to make it look like her hair was a galaxy. This is just like an elf dude side profile. RM. my bias, some paint pens, doodles. I'm not sure. Just to be clear, I'm not trying to be a like kid-friendly account. I'm an adult. These are jellyfish, but I tried to draw them so that if you're not looking at it properly, it kind of looks like penises. I'm not sure if I succeeded or not. No pun intended. This is some cloud. Like I got this from Pinterest. It didn't look exactly like this, but I used something from Pinterest for this, and then I put the Aquarius constellation in the sky because I'm an Aquarius. So this is fan art from the Raven Boys. So I was rereading the series again this year, and this is what I did. I love it. So this is blue and 4 ravens representing the 4 boys. Another weekly challenge. This was a limited palette challenge, and I did 2. So for this, we were given like 4 palettes to choose from, and I chose 2. So I did mushrooms and this little spooky house, because this was like October. I think I did these in October. And then just continued the limited colors just for fun. And then the last thing that I did is like a little pumpkin ballerina girl. That was the end of this book. But that book overlaps with this one, which is my Inktober sketchbook, which again I made, and I used Pakon Mixed Media paper again. For Inktober, I combined 2 prompts, one from Lord Chris and one from DNK, Dinka, I think her name is. Anyways, I didn't finish Inktober, by the way, but I almost finished this book. So the first was Celestial Moth, Aiki, Dripping Skull, Coffin Deep Sea. You can see my daughter stamped all over it. Culture Shadow. I love this concept. Did not execute it well. I want to revisit this in the future. Arrow Eclipse, Sketch Dagger. I think this one was Bones and Grow, or Whole, something of that nature. I like this one. Here and Grasp. I thought it was like here, like the rabbit, and grasping the carrot. I love this. I don't usually do creepy things, but like I try, and I love it. And this carrot looks so scared. I love it. I think this one was, oh, yours was spend an hour on Resurrection. So I did a scene from The Mummy. Horn, and I think it was Horn and Heaven. So I did a Yu-Gi-Oh card, the Black Horn of Heaven. I think this is where I started like not wanting to continue, but I pushed through. I think this was Night and Candle, Ritual and Crown, and Book and Divide. Book and Divide, I think it was. Decay and Sword. So this is like a character and Glow. So I did Ray from The Princess and the Frog, and I put Imogene in the corner there. Can't not have Imogene. This one was Cloud and something else, but I did Pegasus, like from the Hercules movie when Zeus first pulls the cloud and starts shaping it into Pegasus. And I think this one is Shoe and Bottle, or Plant and Bottle, something. This was carved and like an old artwork. Not sure what this one was. And Broom and Tooth. And I just like revisited this witch, so she's like clumsy. She's always dropping things. Then this one was Viking and Priestess, I think. Cursed Scissors, or Scissors and Teeth, I can't remember. Ribbon, Glow, did Baby Rapunzel. Like I was like done at this point. I think it was Rodent Shower, Misty and Emotion. Yeah, and that was the last. I started this sketchbook. Also in October I started this one when I gave up on Inktober. And I'm still not finished with this one. It's my current sketchbook. Again, sketchbook that I made, decorated with stickers, just random stickers. And I started it October 16th. It says October 16th, but I didn't actually start it until October 23rd. So this has become like my book of portraits. I'm only doing portrait studies in this book. So this is Pinterest. This is my best friend Naz. Pinterest. So some of this is out of order because I might come in and do like 3 sketches one day, and then the next day I will come in and come back to a sketch or do a new sketch. So it's like, it's not completely chronological. Pinterest. See, like this one is the 3rd of December and this one is the 22nd of December. Pinterest. And then the 4th of December. Pinterest. An Instagram friend, Rick from The Walking Dead. Pinterest. So I found this on Pinterest and I did it, and when I was done, it looks a lot like a friend of mine. And then unfinished. So that's as far as I've gotten in here so far. So the last thing I did was this, which I did on the 27th, so like 3 days ago. So now I'll show you this book. It's my Mixed Media sketchbook. I've been using it for a couple of years, from 2019, but I did some things in here this year. So I did this when I got the Himi gouache. So that video isn't out yet, but it will be. I did another sketch from Samurai Champloo that I'm planning on doing with gouache. Then I was following some tutorials for gouache. I like how this one came out, not so much this one. And then this one I kind of sat down. I had no plans. I just started doing some mods. And then I was like, maybe I should color the background in. But then it just started to be a mess and I just left it like that. I kind of ruined it because before I put the background, I liked how it was looking. So that's all for this book. I also have this sketchbook, which is very much sketch. So far I've only done sketches in this. So I started this the 12th of August, and a little kitty sticking up for some reason. I was trying to draw my baby sick, and I did some marker swatches. Then just random sketches. Like I just opened Pinterest and I was just sketching everything that I was seeing on my timeline. And then this was the next day, and then 13th, and then the 14th of August, 14th, this was like a 5-minute sketch. 15th, anatomy. These two, well, all 3, it was me trying to draw without a reference, so no reference at all. It says a Facebook friend did the same sketch from this day because I wanted to get the pose right, and then this one again because I didn't like the way it looked. I like this one though, and this one, and then like this. Look, I tried 4 different times and I just could not get it. This, I was doing it wrong. It was leaning more than it needed to be, so I redid, and it was going bigger than I wanted it to be, so I redid it here, but I got interrupted and did not come back to it. Some cats from Pinterest. It said Tumblr Daily Cats. This is like some banana chicks. Ooh, this was banana chicks, and then it made me want to do banana dolphin. So this, no reference, but yeah. I mean, these are just copied from Pinterest, but this is from me. Drawing a unicorn without a reference. Even though I don't draw animals that often and I don't really like unicorns. Also, these were words. I wanted to draw the star tarot card because I think that's the one that correlates with my date of birth. So I was just writing different points of what I wanted it to look like. And then I have Kusakabe, which is like a ancient Japanese art style that I want to look into. I I was following a video on YouTube about different doodles to do. Marker swatch. Just drawing. Was trying to come up with a character for a children's illustration, children's sketchbook, sketching, a children's storybook. So this is more of developing that character. My baby. Alright, so these were the thumbnails for Inktober. So I wrote down all the prompts and I did thumbnails for all the days. But then I only got this far. Entering the Jazza Draw Yourself as a Pokemon Trainer competition. This was a Skillshare class, like a sketchbook practice or something like that. More of that children's storybook. Sketchy thumbnails. My daughter again. Following Pipa's art tutorial on how to draw faces. Yusuke Urameshi. More of the children's storybooks as far as I got in this book. Then there's also this, which I call my ugly sketchbook, where this is where I just come in and do whatever I want, not trying to make it look pretty, not trying to make it cute or appealing. So this I was actually following it live from Jim's a couple years ago. I think it was like 2019. So this is his swatch dolls. So I used them to swatch the inks that I was going to be using that year. And then I put this book down and never picked it back up until this year. And so there's this thing that I like doing when I'm painting. I don't like when the paint is left on the palette and if you leave it there to dry, I feel like I'm wasting it. So I would just brush it onto a paper and create like this messy background, which I would come back to in a later date and do something on top. So like that's what I did here. So this was like a starting, like I said, it's all just, I'm not like vent art, just like taking whatever's inside, putting it on paper, not trying to look cute, not trying to look pretty, just trying to have fun. But this one says deliver love, deliver, 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 deliver. Some paints that I bought and I was swatching it. And I made a TikTok video asking for suggestions of what to do with these swatches. Some of the following pages are the suggestions. So somebody said Ren and Stimpy, a mushroom, Naruto, Shrek, and I think I stopped at that point. And then this is another thing, I had extra paint, so I just did that. I was trying to teach someone how to do still life drawings. So in the still life that we were looking at, there was bananas, so I was showing him how to break it down, and also like the time difference between using straight colored pencil versus marker and then colored pencils on top. More ugly heart, more of that leftover paint. Following a Skillshare class on how to chibi characters. More vent art. I had a headache this day. More vent art. More. I really liked the way this looked before I put the words on top. I was watching a video and somebody said this and it just like stuck with me. This I did as part of the Zodiac weekly challenge. Like there's not much to say about a lot of these because there was no purpose. Most of them there was no purpose. So this was me using the inks from the Jazza Inky box because I had a hard time mixing colors when I first unboxed it. So this was me playing around with it, trying to understand it better. Then I took those inks that I was mixing and I did some water in different color. More just nothing. Oh, I wanted to use oil pastels because I don't usually use pastels. Is this oil? I think this is chalk actually. And then this one is oil. And oil. So for these I was following prompts from, I think her name is Charlie Clemens. Or I probably just made that name up. And then this was a tutorial from TikTok. The artist, can't remember her name, but it's like something about eye. And then this is Pigeon Doll from TikTok. And I think that's all so far for this book. So now I'll quickly show you the art that's like loose paper. This is where I keep my loose paper art. This goes back from like 2016. Alright, so I'll just pull them out. Alright, so I showed you this one earlier. And then there's this one. This is a friend of mine and I have this idea. We've had this idea for like since 2018 to make like a comic book of a nun that's fighting crime. Thought it would be funny. Like she fights like demons and stuff. And like her main opponent looks like a little kid, but it's like a really powerful demon. And then this was a redraw, so this is like 5 years apart. So this is when I started to get back into drawing, because I used to draw and then I stopped for like a really long time, for like 6 years or more. I think I took a 6-year gap, and then I decided I wanted to start drawing again, and I did this. It's a Hollows fan art of Rachel Mariana Morgan, attempt number 1. And then I came back to it 5 years after, and attempt number 2. And like, I don't know, I always feel like I'm not improving. Like I'm drawing and I'm not getting better. But seeing them side by side like this, like where you can see like a clear improvement, it makes me feel a lot better. And then I have this portfolio, which is where I keep the artworks that are too big for the other one. So this is the only one that I have in here from this year. This was for the Chelta competition. I redid the face digitally. And then finally, there is... Alright, so I also have some watercolors. Just some quick little watercolor doodles that I did back in September, I think it was. I was trying to do different potions and plants. This is rain. I saw this bird on Pinterest. And that's that. Besides all of these, there's also the shared sketchbook. In case you don't know, I have a sketchbook that I share with 3 of my friends. So I don't have it at the moment because it's with one of them. Can't show you the art that I've done in that one. So there you have it. Almost all the art that I did in 2021. So I'm guessing this video is gonna be like 4 to 5 minutes long. Don't expect anybody to have sat through all of this. I did this video mostly for me to look at and I don't know, just see my progress over the year, see how much I've done, and maybe to stop being so hard on myself next year and stop having this pressure of you need to do more, you need to do more, you're not doing enough, and instead just enjoying creating art. Like that's the point of the ugly sketchbook, just for me to just let go of any expectations, any pressure or expectations that I put on myself. I let go. So when things are getting a little bit overwhelming, that's when I go into that sketchbook. So besides the artwork, all the artwork that I've shown, I also did I got into clay this year. So I was making a lot of things with hair dry clay, and I also made a lot of things with resin. Mostly like charms and alphabet keychains and that sort of stuff. So I think I did a lot this year. Like I'm looking at it at like past me that did like 2 or 3 drawings for the year, and I feel proud of, like, everything wasn't great obviously, but like there were some gems in there. But I'm just happy that I'm using the supplies that I buy. I'm having fun and I'm growing as an artist, and I can't wait to see what 2022 has in store for me and my art journey. Actually, I forgot one thing. I also entered a competition to create a poster for like Belize transitioning from the current electrical state to a more sustainable, environmentally friendly power source. And I did not win, but my artwork was selected to be in their 2022 calendar. So that was, like, it was unexpected, but it was a big achievement for me this year that I'm really happy about. So anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, let me know which one of the artworks you liked the most, or which sketchbook you liked the most, and drop an apple emoji in the comments, just because. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next year, hopefully. Good wishes into the new year. It's the year of the glow up. Bye.